Hello there, today we're going to make dauphinoise-ish potatoes. Normally these would take a long time in a big oven to cook, but we're going to do a quick version in the air fryer. So we're going to break a lot of rules, so don't everyone get upset with me, but these do turn out nice creamy potatoes. So 1 tub of Elmley double cream. Now I've got 3 fat cloves of garlic, just peeled and cut in half, 2 pieces of fresh rosemary and 1 fresh bay leaf. Now I'm going to fill this container up with cold water. Okay, now half of it is going to go in, a little more than half. Let's save about a third. Now we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes until all that lovely flavour comes out of the garlic and the herbs. Okay, so that's been 5 minutes or so. I'm just going to work out these bits of herb and garlic. Look, if you want to chop the garlic and leave it in, you can, but it can get a bit strong. There we go. Now, I've got 1 kilo. This is a Japanese mandolin. You can spend a lot of money on mandolins, and they're all pretty good. But I must say, these are the cheapest ones, and they're really worth getting. Right, so I've got 1 kilo of just peeled potatoes. It's just under a kilo, to be honest. And then we're just going to pop them through into the cream. Okay, so that's those sliced and put in there. I've sliced them about that thick. What's that? About 2 millimeters, I suppose. Now, into there, we're going to put a really good whack of freshly ground pepper. Obviously, how much you put in is up to you. I like a lot of pepper, so I'm going to go right over the top. And then salt to taste. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. It's nice and gentle. Lots of minerals, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget, when you're seasoning these, potatoes swallow salt, so you need to make the cream slightly saltier than you'd want to eat it, otherwise you're going to get really bland potatoes. And then what we're going to do is just cook these on the stove for about 5 minutes, just to give them a head start before they go into the water, into the oven, sorry. Make sure that each potato is fully coated in the cream. Also, don't wash the potatoes before you slice them. Wash them after you peel them, obviously. But you don't want to wash the starch out. You need that starch in here. Okay, so we're just going to cook these gently on the stove for about 5 minutes. Okay, so they've bubbled away for a little bit. You want them just to be a little bit malleable, just so they sort of move a bit. So, we're going to get them into the oven now. So I've got here, I think this is 20 by 20. This fits in my air fryer. Obviously, you need to use one that will fit into your air fryer. So I'm just going to pop those in. Get all that lovely cream out. We're just going to sugar them around until they sit nice. You are going to squish them up a little bit later, so you haven't got to be too worryful about it. It will work out. Now, if you remember, we saved back a bit of the water in the cream. We're just going to put this over the top. The reason being is the hot air comes from above in the air fryer, obviously, and we don't want it to sort of crisp up too much on top. Let's push them all in there. There we go. Now, I'm going to put it into the air fryer. I'll show you in a second. Okay, that's the air fryer set up. We're just going to pop this in now. We're going to cook it at 170 for 20 minutes. Okay, so that's 170 for 20 minutes. And then we're going to take it out, give it a squish, and I'll show you later. But that's it. Okay, so that's been 20 minutes in there. Remember, I'm 170. All we're doing now is just pushing the spuds down into the creamy goo. Just so they get a bit of cream on top of them. And then we're going to cook them for another 20 minutes. Now these timings are based on how thick these potatoes are. You know, if you cut yours thicker, it will take longer. They're pretty much cooked actually. Now I've done it, what's that, about just over 1 centimetre deep. If you do it deeper, because you've got different shapes, it may take a little longer. But these 40 minutes are what it takes for this amount. So back in the oven for 20 minutes more. Okay, that's the potatoes. They've had their 40 minutes. You can see they've got a lovely crust on the top. I've checked them with a knife. They're nice and soft. And as you can see, the extra water we've added has cooked down to leave a nice creamy potato. So I'm just going to dish some up. Let you have a look at them. A nice creamy potatoes. Delicious. Have a go.